What's going on, everybody? Z here. Welcome back to Z1 Acres. I'm hot. It is hot today. So we're planting, and I just finished tilling up the rest of this because I didn't know how much corn we were going to have and how much we were going to get planted. So I tilled up basically 2.5 acres again. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and plant. I'm going to talk about the planter. I'm going to show you our planter that we're using here and kind of go over it because people have questions. I had questions when I was looking for this information. I couldn't find it anywhere. So hopefully this video helps you aspiring hobby farmers, planters, whatever. And yeah, so let's look at the planter, shall we? All right, so here is our planter. Now, this is not a planter that you can just go out and buy. There's no stores. Well, for the most part, there's not gonna be any stores. You're not gonna be able to go to like an implement dealer or whatever and buy one. This is actually, I believe, a 7000 series John Deere planter. This is a older type planter. Back when everything was, this was a planter that was used for a very, very long time. So 7000 series are very, very popular. I think you can still even get parts from today because they were just so widely used. But this is a 7000 series planter. They never made 2-row planters out of these. So what people do, and you can go on Facebook or whatever, and you can find people who buy 4, 8, however many row planters, and basically they chop them up and they make them into 2-row planters. So that way people can use them for like little plots or whatever. A lot of people will go out and like farm, plant corn or whatever for like deer season. So, or just food plots, because you can plant corn, you can plant beans, you can plant basically anything the size of a corn or a bean seed or whatever. They make like plates or whatever. But yeah, so that's what this is. If you're interested and you're looking for one, I can't tell you where to get one, but I can say go on Facebook and look at Marketplace and just put in like John Deere 2-row planter. And then you might be able to find someone around you that is doing these themselves. Because like I said, these are made by people. People take these and make them. And this honestly is like the best option that you can get. I think there's one company overseas that makes a 2-row planter, like a nicer one. But it's like, it uses vacuum and like, it's a huge thing. Like it's a giant machine thing. So, and like I said, I had that planter. If you guys didn't watch the video of my other planter that I bought for like $4 grand, that planter was a piece. Also, so pricing on this, I don't know, depends on where you're at. I think these are like anywhere in the neighborhood of $2,000 to $3,000. So there's that. But like I said, you're getting a very robust John Deere 7000 series. I mean, it's all mechanically driven. There's no vacuum, nothing like that, so you can put it on whatever. This is on the back of a 3038E. I believe my 2025R would lift it no problem. A 1025, I think you would have an issue just with the height coming off the ground, but I don't know for sure. So yeah, there's that. But here, let's just talk about it a little bit. You can see these hoppers. This hopper up here is for your corn, which there's corn in there. Yeah, there's not a whole lot in there. It's kind of funny, isn't it? But this should hopefully plant probably an acre and a half, that amount right there. There's one on each side, here and that one. And then these back two are actually for fertilizer. They're not actually hooked up. It's kind of funny. I was like, oh, you know what? These are for fertilizer. So if you look, I'll kind of show you. You put fertilizer in here because you can see there's fertilizer in there, right? And I was like, you know what? I don't even know if these things are hooked up. Sure enough, they're not. There's a chain that drives them under there. The chain's gone. So I'll have to get a chain if I want to use the fertilizer option. If not, it doesn't really matter. You can always spread it afterwards. So just kind of a little nicety, but I'll probably end up trying to find one and throw it on there just because. But yeah, there's the planter. Now, I was gonna use another planter. I'll show you it real quick. So this is actually the planter we were gonna use this year, but like I said, my dad picked up that one. So we used this one last year, and it worked. It actually worked really good. I just had issues with the corn, and we had a big drought, so basically nothing came up, and it was terrible. These planters, I will tell you right now, if you go on Facebook Marketplace and you try to find a planter like this one, you're still looking probably around $1,000 if it's functional. It's kind of crazy, but like I said, 2-row planters aren't typically made anymore, except for a few companies that make them. And well, like I said, based on my other video of the other one, they're just not very good. They're so expensive and you just don't get anything out of them. So this thing, like I said, worked great. It's just simple because it's, it's mechanical And as long as all the mechanical stuff's working on it, it's tried and true. It works, you know, it just works. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and let's get planting, shall we? All right, so I like to go through and make sure, I do one full pass, and I like to go through and just make sure that it's planting. Like I said, I can see it's planted because I can already see some on the ground, but I'll show you what I'm looking for. So this is just me. I have no idea what I'm doing. Take what I say with a grain of salt. I could be disgracing the farmer name, but. Okay, so example. So there's one right there, and then there's another one. I'm gonna cover that one up, so it's right there. Actually, I'm gonna try not to cover it up, so we can see both of them at the same time. There's one right here. So we got one there, one there. So that's about, what, 4 or 5 inches apart, those two, which is pretty much good. That's pretty much exactly what we want, I think. So yeah, but we're gonna go ahead and plant all this. It looks so nice once it's planted too. Like you see how it's all nice and like the lines and stuff like that. Stop focusing on my hand. So we'll go ahead and get all the rest of this done, and yeah, we'll see how far it goes. Like I said, I don't know how far this is gonna go. I think we can get this big patch right here done, and we'll go from there. All right, well, it is planted, and it's looking good. So as you can see, we got this whole front section, this whole front plot done. I don't really want to call it a field because I don't know. What's the definition of a field? How big does it have to be before it's a field? We got this front plot done, and then I started this one, and I got about halfway done with it with the new stuff. So I was like, you know what? We might as well just plant something on the other half of it. So I planted the old stuff that didn't work last time. And because I already had it, it was in a bucket. I just threw it in, kept going. So it's probably not gonna work, but it might, you never know. Last time we did get, so I planted it and then it rained for almost 2 weeks straight. So it could have gotten flooded out. It could have got too wet and could have rotted and stuff. So there is the possibility that it got too much water last time, and it'll do fantastic this time. So it's supposed to rain tonight and tomorrow, and then that's it for a little while. So we'll see. Yeah, but yeah, so everything's planted. It's hot. I'm gonna be sunburnt. I'm already sunburnt. If I look sunburnt, I'm sorry, it is what it is. Today is the 4th. So I'm going to be going and getting a Switch stuff tonight and tomorrow, and then like doing unboxings. So I'm probably gonna look super crispy in those videos, but it'll be fun nonetheless. But yeah, so we planted corn. I'm actually about to start doing something else right now, but it's gonna be a separate video because why not? So the next video, I'm gonna be looking the same. It's the same. It's gonna be 5 minutes from now, but for you, it's gonna be a whole different day. I'm gonna have to spray at some point, so we'll probably make a video on spraying as well, because some people are interested in this whole process, you know. This corn is all Roundup ready, which basically means that until a certain point, I can spray Roundup, which kills grass. Corn is a type of grass, so it's basically made to withstand Roundup and not kill it up into a certain growth stage. And the reason for that is basically to kill everything else, so that way the corn can grow, you know? Because if not, grass will kill out everything. So grass is the enemy when it comes to like planting anything, unless you're planting grass, which is corn, which is funny. So, but yeah, we're gonna be doing that in the future. Thank you all so much for coming out. Hopefully you have a fantastic rest of your day. It's hot, I'm crispy, and now I'm about to go do something else. So we'll probably see you in the next one, which is like 5 minutes from now. Bye, everybody.